Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the market crashing because it has crashed significantly in a way that it has not been crashing with the heroic super packs. This is different because top tier cards have crashed at a level that is certainly unique and not as common by any means here in my team. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. The uniqueness about this market crash is that it is more so driven, number one, by desire to get certain cards, which requires making MT, and it's driven by how good the odds are on things like this Bracket Busters Hall of Fame box, which is giving you 2 or 3 dark matters at a very minimum, even though they're unsellable. Now, they were sellable for like the first 5-10 minutes of this box being out, which unfortunately I did not take advantage of because I didn't open my box quickly enough. It is what it is. I didn't realize that, but that was a glitch. It has been changed. Now they are unsellable. Either way, I just think this has created a lot more people now have a lot more good dark matters, which is causing them to sell the good dark matters they already have. But it's also, people want Chris Webber, best card in the game. They want some of these new dark matters, Adam Morrison, David Robinson, Lonzo. That was always going to have an effect in dropping the market. But what additionally drops the market is this whole event that is getting people to want to chase packs. It's stupid, in my opinion, to chase packs, because getting a card like Zach Edey or one of the 100 overalls, Carmelo or Blake, is extremely challenging. You have to pull a lot of event pieces. And so for me, I'm completely ignoring packs. Besides the Hoff box that I opened this morning, there's just no point, because I'm not going to get those cards without spending a ridiculous amount of money, which is something that I am not going to do. I just refuse. I will never do it. So, with that being said, that has created a market crash for top tier cards that is very unique. When you go through and look at top tier guys across the board, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for example, this card has been pretty much nearly 2 mil to 2 mil flat for the past week since he came out. He is now 1.2, 1.3, for example. He might go back up a little bit. You might be able to potentially, if you find a good deal, like a bid snipe on some of these top tier cards, you might potentially be able to make some profit, but that's risky because there's no guarantee in that. But he has dropped a lot in price, for example. You go through and look at really every single top tier card, they're going to drop in price. Now, that's not as true for 100 overalls, but even for 100 overalls, a 7 Legend 33 Hoff badge, MJ's here about to end for 3.3, which is pretty low, I gotta say. I just think as a whole, cards are cheaper than they have been all year. For example, Chet Holmgren, he's been over a mil base. I bid on one with, I think it was 3 or 4 legend badges. I bid 1.1 mil last night. He had legend, rebound chaser, and a couple other decent legend badges. I got outbid 732K right now with 8 minutes left. This one might go for 8 or 900K, but still a couple 100,000 MT down at least. LaMelo Ball's been close to a mil. Now he's 600, 700K, and this has 9 legend badges too. Like, these prices are noticeably down compared to where they've been. Embiid has been 800K base. He's 500K with 11 minutes left. Gary Payton is been 700K base. He's 381K with less than a minute left right now on this one. Every single top tier card has dropped in price at least a couple 100,000 MT. Akeem has been going for a million MT base at least, 709K with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. So what that means is, if you are in a situation like I am, where you want to pick up cards to upgrade your squad, this is the team that I'm currently running right now. I'd love to pick up a piece or two for my team this weekend, specifically a big man. Now is a great time to do that. Now, I'll be totally honest with y'all. The big man that I am targeting is David Robinson. I'm a big D-Rob fan. That's really the only reason. He is more expensive, to be fair, than these other cards. I just really want D-Rob, and I do think he's really good. So I might pick him up instead. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do, actually. I might go D-Rob. I might go somebody else, like a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or an Akeem Olajuwon or a Joel Embiid or a Chet Holmgren, depending on how much I decide I want to pay and if I can find the proper one for me in terms of price and super badges and things of that nature. But I just want to make this video because it is so extremely clear how cheap everything is now. And I mean, it extends obviously to the lower tier cards still as well. Like Michael Beasley is legitimately a buyout. And I mean, I don't think he's ever been a buyout until this week. And I don't know if he's still a buyout, but he was earlier. And I would think he probably still is, if not a buyout. Yeah, he's a buyout right now. Like, you can get Michael Beasley for less than 100K. This card is extremely good. There are so many elite level Galaxy Opals and Pink Diamonds and things like that that are buyouts and super cheap cards now. Wemby's the cheapest he's ever been. Both his Opal and his Pink Diamond are just continuing to get cheaper. Like, cards are more attainable than they have ever been. Plain and simple, So if you are looking for top tier cards, especially top tier cards from previous drops, now is a great time to buy them because people's focus is obviously preoccupied with a lot of these new cards. And I would assume prices will probably go back up a bit. How much will they go up? That I really don't know. But it is noticeable how much the market has dropped today, and I think it was absolutely worth making a video about. Now, I will say, I would recommend being cautious in terms of investing too much, depending on how much MT you have, into some newer cards, unless you really feel like very confident about their prices going back up, because some of these guys, that just may not happen. Like, you have to be pretty realistic about how these cards are going to be priced and what may happen in that respect. But with that being said, I think there is no doubt whatsoever in my mind that this drop is absolutely loaded, and there are a lot of really good cards in the drop, and it has dropped the market really across the board, from top tier cards to these lower tier, still good budget cards like opals and pink diamonds and things of that nature. So with that being said, yeah, take advantage of it. If you have top tier cards, I will also say I probably wouldn't recommend selling right now. I think there are a lot of people panic selling because they want to get this card or they want to get that card. Like, it's not realistic. For example, Chris Webber, he's gonna be 7 million MT. You're probably not getting him realistically, and that's okay. Lonzo's over $1 million. That's a lot, man. I wouldn't buy Lonzo. Some of these newer cards, like, I'd really like to get D-Rob, but I just don't know if the price is justifiable right now, honestly, for how good he is, because I don't know, man. It's a lot of MT to spend when I feel like Kareem is probably going for around the same amount, because I am tempted to pick up Kareem as well. I mean, 1.2 mil for a Kareem is pretty nuts, dude. If I could find one with like Legend Rebound Chaser and a couple other legends, that would be, I might have to consider that, man. I don't know. Either way, I don't know if the market has dropped this much all year because of any of these promos. So I would definitely consider looking into that as much as you can. If you have enough MT to pick up a top tier card, today is going to be the best opportunity and the best price tag that you pretty much get to do that all year. So with that being said, that is where I am going to call this video. I don't got anything else to add, I don't think. But I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Let me know what y'all have been able to do with this new event. If you ignore the top tier aspects of this event, there is a lot of positive to be had. Now, look, I get it. Carmelo, Blake, Zach Edey, unattainable, but there are a lot of cards that are going to be attainable. There should be hopefully more grindable challenges and stuff. Now, the challenges they dropped were really trash. The initial challenges that you have to have those top tier cards to get those challenges done. That sucks. I totally agree with that. But at the end of the day, I do think there are some positives to be looking at with this game as well with the game mode. So hopefully we see some positive, and hopefully we're able to see the positive in the even when the game is being frustrated. Because right now I understand there are a lot of people who are frustrated, but the market is as low as it's ever been. There's a ton of good budget cards, a ton of good free cards. There are positives, and it's better than it was. It's better than the game is better than it was yesterday. That I will say for sure. You can also make a ton of MT from this event. So sorry, I'm rambling now. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.